With your kind attention a song I will thrill, all ye who must toil with the pick and the drill, and sweat for your bread in that hole in Oak Hill that goes down, down, down.
The coal industry in the U.S. dates back to when the states were still colonies, with the first commercial exploitation of coal in Virginia in 1701.
Be broken down, down, down.
Between 1701 and 1977, there were no consistent regulations of coal mines, and resulting from these inconsistencies, on February 26, 1972, a coal waste dam collapsed at the head of a hollow in Logan County, West Virginia. Nearly 130 million gallons of water barreled along 16 coal mining communities on Buffalo Creek. 125 people were killed, 4,000 were left homeless.
And it's just as I happened to look up out of the side of my eye, I saw it coming. And I took off running for the car, and I warned the people down the creek as I went that the water was coming. They wouldn't believe me, and I told them, I said, well, look out there, you can see the houses coming down the creek. But still, they didn't believe. We seen about 14 houses destroyed as they hit the bridge, and about 5 cars, and there was many lives lost. But this is the most tragic thing I've ever seen in my life.
I recommend a 3-phase program at the federal level. One is a law that says, in effect, that industry cannot strip mine land unless it can restore it to its original utility and natural purpose.
And on August 3, 1977, President Jimmy Carter signed the Surface Mining Control and Reclamation Act. Over the next 4 decades, SMCRA and OSMRE changed the legacy of coal mining as guidance was created and OSMRE began collecting and distributing fees on newly mined coal. Since the establishment of the AML Fund, OSMRE has provided more than $8 billion to reclaim lands and waters that were mined or affected by mining prior to 1977 when SMCRA was enacted by Congress. To date, AML funding has directly resulted in the closure of over 45,000 abandoned underground mine shafts and openings, the elimination of over 1,040 miles of dangerous high walls, the reclamation of more than 130,000 acres of spoil and dangerous piles and embankments, and the restoration of over 52,000 acres of clogged streams and land. In November of 2021, President Biden signed Public Law 117-58, the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, also known as the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law. This law sets the stage for a new chapter in OSMRE's future. The law extends OSMRE's authority to collect reclamation fees for an additional 13 years and reduce fees by 20%. The law contains additional impacts to the abandoned mine land program, including an investment of nearly $11.3 billion to accelerate and expand AML cleanup activities throughout the country. These funds support vitally needed jobs for coal communities by funding projects that close dangerous mine shafts, reclaim unstable slopes, improve water quality by treating acid mine drainage, and restore water supplies damaged by mining. AML reclamation projects also enable economic revitalization by reclaiming hazardous land for recreational facilities and other economic redevelopment uses, like advanced manufacturing and renewable energy deployment. As required by law, this funding will prioritize projects that employ dislocated coal industry workers. The department will allocate and distribute nearly $725 million annually over the next 15 years based on states and tribes' demonstrated need for AML funding. States and tribes can use these funds to design, build, operate, maintain, and rehabilitate acid mine drainage treatment facilities, a more flexible use of funds than is allowed under traditional AML grants. This funding will be crucial to removing toxic metals from our waters and returning fish and wildlife to waterways that have been devoid of life for decades. OSMRE is proud of the work our state and tribal partners have accomplished over the last 45 years, and we look forward to the next 45.